Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. We are from group number 5, and today we will going to presentation. About our material. Next, first of all, let me introduce our member. There is Alif Angelin, Christine Magdalena Simarimare, Nadla Mega Pratiwi, Nurhayati, Hismiati Setianingrum. So here's our presentation begin. Next. Labor and delivery there is a nurse, the one who helped her through the birth of her child. Labor and delivery, or LND, is one of the most recognizable nursing specialties and one that many aspiring nurses wish to pursue. Like any other specialty, however, it has its challenges and rewards. The second one, we don't just stroke babies all day, said Crystal Paunan, MSN, RNC, and instructor at Chamberlain Edison Campbell. There's a lot more to it than that. Next.
Here are 7 things to know about LND nursing. 1. You build strong connection with your patients. Nurses in other specialists often juggle multiple patients, but LND nurses are typically a mother at a time. This setup helps the doctor or midwife is that their go-to is that labor and delivery nurse. 2. Assertive advocate. That's made somewhat easier by the fact that they get to know their patients so well. 3. You need an open mind. LND nurses will care for many different kinds of who have undergone fertility treatments, even women who are incarcerated. Important to remember that not every family is made the same way and not every family has the same things. A nurse must be able to extend the same caring and empathy to all patients, no matter what the circumstances are. 4. It's not always happy. LND nurses may be tasked with helping users in a new life, but they must also be versed in end-of-life issues. Even during those moments, however, the nurse has a crucial role play. The connection with your patient can still be deep because you are there for someone during probably one of the most difficult times in their life. Next. Five, you have got option right for you. Are you all about the babies? Try neonatal intensive. You can even continue your education. 6. You can take the next step. With additional education and certification, you can during labor and delivery. Certified nurse midwife, CNMs, do much of the work do during labor. Albeit with a more holistic, women-focused can also serve as primary care providers for women throughout the lifespan, from the teenage years to menopause and beyond. They give annual exams, write prescription, and can even treat intimate partners for sexually transmitted diseases. 7. It's amazing. You are there only when creation of a family, say Paunan. You get a picture taken with you give into a baby book and that baby kid's going to see your face when he's older. Those are those. Next. Things labor and delivery nurse do. They care for women during labor and childbirth, monitoring the baby and the mother, watching mother, and assisting doctors. As a labor and delivery nurse, you will prepare women and their families for the stakes of giving birth and help patients with breastfeeding after the baby is born. One thing you will do. monitoring the baby heart rate and mother blood pressure, time contraction, identify and assist with complication, help administer medication and epidurals, aid in inducing labor, prepare new mother for before.
Your job characteristic: 1. Fast paced. 2. Multi-paced. 3. Structured. 4. Fighting pacing. Giving birth will be easier if you can help the mother to be prepared someone, her husband, mother, sister, auntie, or best friend to be with her during labor and birth. They can help with everything as well as 1. Hold her hand as how she feels and help her understand what is going on. 2. Help her understand what the midwife wants her to do. 3. Help her practice. Can do this during her labor. Next.
What power terms in pregnancy and birth that nurse need to know. Terms in pregnancy and birth: antepartum or AP definition, before the birth. Breastfeeding definition: mother feeding her baby with milk for her breast. Cesarean section or C-section or CS definition: a surgical for the baby through incision in the abdomen and uterus, used if labor of vaginal birth is dangerous for the mother or baby. Also use it if mother has had a CS before. Cervix definition: lowest of the uterus that ends in the back of the vagina or birth canal. Doppler definition: a handheld device possible to read the fetal heartbeat. Fundus definition: the top of the uterus. The healthy care provider usually measures the fundus at of below the mother as navel soon after the baby is born and for several days after birth. Last menstrual period or last menstrual period. The date is used estimated due date. Session definition: incision for this type of saturation session cross the lower section of mother's uterus from side to side. Meconium or MAC definition: your baby's first bowel movement. Neonatal intensive care unit or NICU definition: babies who are premature or born before need specific care. Next, perinatal definition: the period around childbirth from the 20 week of gestation to 1 month after birth. Perinatologist definition: an obstetrician gynecologist who has received extra training in managing high-risk pregnancies and delivers. Postpartum or PP definition: after the birth. Pre-eclampsia definition: elevated blood pressure in the last half of pregnancy accompanied by swelling of face, hands, and feet, and protein in the urine. Pregnancy indicate hypertension definition: high blood pressure related to the pregnancy. Premature labor, all PML. Definition, contraction, sick or mourn in 1 hour before 37 completed weeks of pregnancy. Premature rupture of membranes. The back of waters or amniotic sac breaks before 37 completed weeks of pregnancy. Prenatal definition, during pregnancy and before birth. Cervical exam. Healthy care provider uses finger to check the cervix for 1. Position of cervix. 2. Ripeness or softness or hardness of the cervix. 3. Dilation or amount open. 4. Effacement or amount thick or thin, shortening of the cervix. 5. Station or how long in the pelvis the baby has descended. Vaginal exam, an exam done to look at the inside and outside of the vagina. During the exam, the health care provider use a glove and to gently check the cervix.
Reading a text, a newly released study suggests that teenage mothers are more likely to give birth prematurely. The report from University College Cork Ireland says pregnant girls between the age of 14 and 17 are at a much higher risk of giving birth to premature babies. They said this was particularly so if it was a second pregnancy. The research found that a quarter of all teenage mothers become pregnant again before they turned 20. Here, research Ali Hassan looked at the pregnancies of over 56,000 women in the northwest of England over a 3-year period. There were 3,136 women aged between 14 and 17 at the time of birth and 7,506 between 18 and 19. They found teenage mothers were more likely to be underweight and come from a white ethnic background. The research published their findings in the journal BMC Pregnancy and Childbirth. They call for better sex education at school and the promotion and use of contraception after a teen has given birth for the first time. The research cited the rates of teenage pregnancy were related to the mother's social background. They discovered that around 30% of the teenage mothers come from poorer areas. Mr. Hasnan also suggests the body of young teens might not be ready for childbirth. It is impossible that the increased risk of poor pregnancy outcome is related to biological immaturity, he said. He also noted teenage girls did not get proper medical advice after becoming pregnant, and the health service workers generally focused on the less when they had a second child. Next.
A simple present tense is a sentence that is used to express event that occurred in the past and have ended in the past. Formula positive sentence, subject plus verb to plus object plus a verb. For example, Abdul went to Bali for holiday last Sunday. Number 2, Dani bought new laptop last night. Number 2, narrative sentence, subject plus did plus not plus verb 1 or as what subject plus to be or was or were plus not. For example, Rani did not come to the office yesterday. Number 2, Dewi was not happy to work here. Number 3, interrogative sentence, did plus subject plus verb 1 or was or were plus subject plus verb 1. For example, did you sleep last night? Number 2, was Dewi happy to work here? Verb 1 yaitu answer, bentuk keduanya itu answered, bentuk ketiga atau verb 3-nya itu answered, artinya itu menjawab. Contoh yang kedua, allow, bentuk kedua verb 2 allowed, bentuk ketiga atau verb 3 allowed, artinya mengizinkan, dan seterusnya. Ini adalah ada 3 contoh. Contohnya, I cooked fried rice for breakfast, yang artinya saya memasak nasi goreng untuk sarapan pagi. Contoh nomor 2, she borrowed my pen, dia meminjam pulpenku. Dan yang ketiga, baby cried last night, bayi menangis malam hari. Irregular verb. Yang pertama, verb 2 dan verb 3 tidak berubah dan tidak ditambahkan akhiran apapun. Bentuk dasarnya verb 1. Contohnya itu seperti di bawah. Verb 1, bus. Verb 2-nya bus. Dan verb 3-nya bus. Artinya meledak. Contoh keduanya, cost. Bentuk dasarnya cost, verb 2-nya cost juga, dan bentuk ketiganya atau verb 3-nya cost, artinya bayar. Yang kedua, verb 2 dan verb 3 bentuknya sama namun berbeda dengan verb 1. Contohnya, bentuk dasar verb 1-nya itu bend, bentuk keduanya atau verb 2-nya beat, dan bentuk ketiganya beat, artinya menekuk. Yang kedua, bin, bentuk pertamanya bin, bentuk keduanya bound, bentuk ketiga atau verb 3 bound, yang artinya meningkat, dan selanjutnya. Selanjutnya itu ada irregular verb atau C. Verb 1, verb 2, dan verb 3 bentuknya tidak sama. Contohnya ada beberapa di bawah. Bentuk dasar verb 1-nya itu accept, bentuk keduanya arose, dan bentuk ketiga atau verb 3-nya arisen, yang artinya muncul. Contoh kedua ada weak, bentuk kedua atau verb 2-nya worked, dan bentuk ketiga atau verb 3-nya woken, yang artinya bangun. Yang ketiga, contoh ketiga ada break, bentuk keduanya broken, bentuk ketiganya ada broke, bentuk ketiganya ada broken. Time signal of simple present tense. Number 1, yesterday, kemarin. Number 2, the day before yesterday, sehari sebelum kemarin. Yang ketiga, last night, tadi malam, yang keempat last week, pekan lalu, yang kelima last month, bulan lalu, yang keenam a few days ago atau beberapa hari yang lalu, yang ke-7 2 weeks ago atau 2 minggu yang lalu. Selanjutnya just now atau tadi atau baru. Yang terakhir a long time ago atau dulu kala.
Okay, guys, thank you for our material explanation, and thanks a lot, guys, for your attention. So now, you guys please answer the question from our group.